I can't believe that it's been 20 years since I started the company. 25 years ago, we had a traditional wine cellar. I had a so-called friend that had access to our cellar that would take good bottles of wine for his own use and would swap it out with cheaper wine, and we didn't see it for a long time because we couldn't see the label. A couple years later, I saw wine bottles glued to wood boards in a restaurant and thought, that's how we can see a label, that's how we can store wine. I went to my shop and was able to reproduce what I thought would make a nice rack. And that first rack that I made for a prototype is what you see today. One of the first things I did in advertising was to run a full-page ad in Wine Spectator. This caught the attention of most of the major cellar builders in the United States.
I remember Doug had come out to New York, and I had lunch with he and another person here, and it was exciting. It was new, it was just a new, way to display your wines. It was revolutionary. I remember being excited about it.
Unlike today, where companies have the option to use Kickstarter or other crowdsourcing things, we didn't have that a long time ago, and we were forced to create great partnerships, which I think we're luckier for that.
I can't understate the importance of the relationship, because it's been a parallel with our company in a lot of ways, trying to be forces for good in the industry.
The early relationships with companies like Wine Racks America, WineRacks.com, Wine Enthusiast, and others really validated our style of racking and paved the way how we do business today.
Wine Enthusiast and VintageView have been partners in custom cellars and racking since 2004, right? Which is amazing that it's and this relationship's always been meaningful, and special is really a word, because not only is there respect between us in terms of our companies, but the support that I think we give one another.
The first wine cellar that we sold developed into a friendship that is still going on today. That was really important to me.
The response from the people there, and when I need something custom or when I need something that isn't just right off the shelf, they're always there to help me figure it out.
You listen to what the feedback we're getting from clients in terms of what might be changing. You take an active position toward saying, what are you hearing out there from clients? No other company that I deal with does that.
There's really no way we could be this successful without every one of the partnerships that we've forged over the last 20 years.
Those relationships built the foundation for the company. As soon as I made that first wine rack, I knew that I had developed something that was very special.
So when I first started doing wine cellars, the demand at that point in time originally was your more traditional cork forward. There's obviously been a greater demand for doing something different. Having a product that can do that, that is different from that old school, old fashioned, as a lot of people put it, right off the bat, the label forward design that VintageView pretty much standardized was the number one way to execute on that.
VintageView changed the face of the idea that wine cellars were a traditional looking cabinet style built-in. VintageView became something that you could kind of put anywhere, and it was more out in the open.
You guys have been the driving force in this metal display racking design. Your product is something that our customers are always really happy with.
Congratulations and happy anniversary for 20 years in business. All I can say is, from a dealer perspective, we are very appreciative of everything that you guys have done for us and our team for over a decade, and we look forward to another 20 years of working with you guys.
I really just want to congratulate VintageView, starting from Wine Master Cellars and Doug, and then moving up, up the line now Charles and his team, who we've had so many years of successful partnership and friendship. Quite frankly, just looking forward to everything that the next 20 years brings us both. So, cheers, Salud, congratulations.
I can just say happy birthday to VintageView on your 20 years in business, and I wish I was 20 again.
We took it seriously, we worked our butts off, and the track record speaks for itself. As long as we do our business the way we're doing it right now, we'll both be around 20 years from now, and wouldn't that be great? So congratulations, VintageView, on 20 years. Here's to 20 more.
It makes me very proud that wherever I travel in the world, I see my wine racks.